this
generational
generational
talent.
supers?
No, stop it.
Is he not like the bro? John Morant.
He's good. He's great. He's not
The
a
kids
generational
love this
talent.
nigga. He's
I don't
the
care.
future
You
of
can
the
love
NBA.
him. That don't make you a generational talent. He's not even a super.
He
He definitely
is,
a
I mean,
superstar.
he's on his way to
is.
being a
He's a
superstar.
superstar.
He's on his way to being a superstar.
He's a
He's
superstar
not a
in terms
superstar?
of no. As a basketball player, no. In terms of if you include how much people like him and marketability, okay, he's a superstar.
Planting the seeds and I watch them grow. Snakes in the grass, you gotta keep it mowed. Being myself, I never fit the mold. I just show love, I'm sticking to the
Welcome
code.
everybody. Stick to the Code podcast, episode 21. Appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the video if you like the content. Also, be sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Stick to the Code Pod. And today we have Snacks, AJ, Lamar Kadar, Devo Live, and I'm your boy Nico.
Hey, Els, where did the Kadar come from? Am I being paper?
That's my middle name.
Yes, you are being very paper.
Very
You are
fucking
paper
I
ass
knew
nigga.
that.
But the reason I'll shoot you some bill. I'll shoot you some bill.
Did. No, I really
I'll
did
shoot
know
you some
that.
bill. I'll shoot you some bill though. That was not always
some
my
bill.
middle name.
No. But that's been your middle name since I've known it to be your middle name. So no.
But when you first met me, that was not my middle name.
What was your? How do you change your middle name?
The same way I changed my last name.
$500.
Got you.
At the same time,
So I'm not paper.
Name. You are paper, but I just gave you some bill.
Appreciate it.
How's everybody feeling today, man? Let's talk basketball, huh?
Niggas is tired, man.
Long day, long week.
We got to move to Sundays, bro.
Still blazing.
Yeah, so that's the plan, right? So
Sundays at
eventually
11.
for us to move
Sundays
to Sundays sometime. So we'll be going live on Sunday soon, and moving from these late night ventures. Devin, how you feeling today, boss?
Feeling good, man. Went to the gym. Went to work. Now I'm here.
AJ, how you feeling, dog?
I'm good. I'm waking up. I've been sleeping for a long ass time. I'm drinking
You
coffee
really slept
right now
all day, bro.
Bro, I fell asleep, and when I woke up, it was dark again. I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought I was tripping. I thought I only slept for like an hour. G, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Well, this week has been interesting in basketball. Of course, there's been a lot of good news, but also some bad news as well. But I want to start it off with shout outs. I only have one shout out today, Snacks, and that's for my dog. Bro, everybody's dog on the podcast, right? Because we're all Bulls fans. Some of us are Bulls fans. Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol recently had his number 16 jersey retired by the Los Angeles Lakers, right next to Kobe Bryant. He also gave a heartfelt speech.
That's what's up.
And he also spoke about having Mamba mentality. I mean, it was just an amazing performance. And even Snacks, it was really cool because Jimmy Butler popped up to his retirement ceremony, which I thought was really dope. He was dope. That was really good. I saw it on the Bleacher Report.
I missed that team so much. I missed that team.
Yeah. I forgot that he used to play with Jimmy. I forgot about that quick era. So shout out Pau Gasol. And also Pau Gasol's best stat line was with the Bulls. 46 points, 18 rebounds. So shout out Pau Gasol, man.
Hey, he played his best years in the Bulls. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do shit with him because Rose was hurt a lot of that time. Most of the time.
But he was definitely
he played his best years. His career years was in Chicago.
I wanted to ask, like, how good was Pau Gasol?
How productive he was? Yes.
Yeah, in terms
he didn't
of
have Kobe Bryant on his team. He just didn't have Kobe Bryant on his team. That's all.
Was he making All-Star games in Chicago?
He won a ring.
No, let me ask y'all this: like, during his era when he was playing, like, how good was he? Like, as far as being a center, like, was he top 10 of this era? Was he top 15, 20? What would you put Pau Gasol? You think?
Big man?
You got to be top 10.
He was averaging a double-double with the Bulls.
At the time, he was a top 10 player, like, for sure. When he's playing with Kobe.
I'm talking about top 10 big man, though. Is that what you were saying?
Peak of his career.
Yeah, big man.
You know, top 10 player. Top 10 big man, no, yeah.
Big man at his position. At his position
during the peak of his career, Pau Gasol was a top 5 big man. Easily.
Wow.
Yeah, like what about just historically, like for the era, like say like
top 2.
2000
He's been like as high as 2.
2000 to like 2000. 15.
At the time,
top
it was
5.
at one point. It was
I'm a go. I feel
the
you. I
best
would
two
say the
big
same.
men was him and brother.
You said him and who? His brother.
Him and his
Marc
brother.
Gasol.
Marc
His
Gasol was
brother was
not.
decent.
Tim Duncan was in the NBA.
Marc Gasol was not better than Tim Duncan. Marc Gasol was not better than Dwight Howard.
Marc Gasol was never
Yeah,
a top
Dwight
5
Howard,
big man. AJ
for sure.
He's
Marc
probably
Gasol used
top
to
10
hoop.
He won Defensive
Top
Player of
10.
the Year on
Top
multiple
10. He's probably
occasions,
also
bro.
top
What you
10.
talking about?
He won it
Marc
one
Gasol
time
is-
when he
He was
shouldn't
hooping,
have.
bro.
He won it
Marc
one
Gasol.
time when he shouldn't have.
He's solid.
definitely
I'm not
won it
gonna.
one
I'm not
time
gonna
when he shouldn't have.
discredit.
You
I'm not
right.
gonna discredit
You right.
Marc Gasol. He's not bad. I just wouldn't put him in the same category as Pau and Tim Duncan and Dwight
DeMarcus
Howard.
Cousins was playing during
Yeah,
that
LaMarcus
time.
Aldridge. Like there's a lot of Chris Bosh. There's a lot of big
Marcus
men that were better.
Aldridge,
Zebo.
and
Ooh,
Bosh.
it's some
Zebo.
legends
Yeah,
in
there's a lot
there.
of big
There's
men.
some
There's a lot of
legends
big
in
men,
there.
bro.
So that's my only shout out. Shout
Ben
out Pau
Wallace.
Gasol.
Shout out Ben Wallace. We didn't say his
Shout
name.
out Ben Wallace for sure.
Definitely
Snacks,
top
did you
five,
have
top
any
3.
comments?
Fuck Ben Wallace.
Did you have any
I got
comments?
some comments this week.
Go crazy.
I got some comments this week. Again, shout out to TikTok, man. Follow us on the TikTok. Stick to the code pod, like Nick mentioned earlier. We also, these niggas probably don't even know. I started a Facebook page like a week and a half ago. It ain't really doing too much, but follow us on Facebook if you're on there. Stick to the code podcast.
I know you did. You sent me a managing invite. I haven't accepted yet.
Oh, I definitely sent Nick.
I know you did.
You saw that shit.
I don't
That's
check.
crazy.
I don't check like
I saw it.
Niggas,
I was at work at the time. I saw it. I was like, damn, I gotta join this.
you just
shit.
pushed
I
this
haven't
to the
did it.
side.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He said, come manage. Now get somebody else to do it.
Fucking hate Nick. All right, man. Again, shout out to the TikTok, bro. First comment. This is on, I believe this is the we were talking about Steph and Dame, and Devin was saying that Dame is close to Steph. A lot of, I would say 50-50. Some people agree, some people disagree. This dude, though, Jabril, probably butchering your name, bro. I apologize. Jabril Morrison says, what has he done with the Blazers? He was quoting L's, which was L's response to Devin's statement. What has he done with the Blazers? Couldn't have said it better myself. There is no way Curry wouldn't be able to do nothing. And I agree. I mean, saying that Curry wouldn't do a goddamn thing on the Blazers is just looking at how raw Steph Curry is. I mean, that's a wild statement to kind of make. Like, would he have the same accolades as Dame? Hard to say, but it's Steph Curry, bro. Like Steph Curry's going to make
so just switch Steph Curry, Dame Lillard. You think the Blazers got a championship?
Not a championship, but he would be able to do the exact same thing. I think he can replicate whatever Dame did.
Nothing.
He
Nothing.
hasn't done anything.
Which is
Like that's what I'm saying.
No, not to shit on D Lilly. You know what I'm saying? He's a great player. Great player.
Yeah, he just don't have a team. His team isn't a championship team around him.
Well, they would. I think Steph is a better player, and Steph could have got them to have more playoff success. Rings, that's a stretch, but more playoff success, that's damn near Dame's knock. Is they didn't have that much playoff success. I
because
think
he doesn't have a good enough team. Steph Curry is clearly on a way better team than Damian Lillard.
But one
so
can argue
you mean
that
to tell
the
me
first year that they went to the finals, them niggas were still like young and building a team. Like they weren't just established as a great team.
But they're still
and Steph was the leader of that shit. So I don't know. Like I'm not sitting here saying that Harrison Barnes and
how many Hall of Famers?
Lee,
how many Hall of Famers Steph played with?
They weren't Hall of Famers at the time. Draymond Green was a
first
year starter.
How many Hall of Famers has Dame played with?
I don't know. I think when you look back that way, like I don't know, bro. I think that this is my thing. I think they would have had more playoff success if they switched.
Who would they have beat? Who you think they would have beat?
I don't fucking know. It's Steph Curry though. That's top 5 point guard of all time.
If you don't have
that's
a team,
a tough one because when you think about it, like name the 2 or 3 top players that Dame has played with.
CJ McCollum, Nurkic,
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh yeah,
it's CJ and LaMarcus. But y'all really fucking good players in basketball, are they not? We just said LaMarcus was a top 10 big man.
They should have
in
won.
his era.
They could have won. He played with Melo too. But
I
Melo,
think
he gonna hustle
LA
around
was
the rim,
before
just being a scorer.
like he was top 10 before Dame got there.
Melo was-
LA
yo.
was in the midst of his prime for the most part when he played with Dame, bro.
No,
he might have been on
his
the tail
prime.
end.
Dame wasn't there. His prime.
Yeah,
prime.
Dame
he
wasn't
might have been
there.
on
That's
the
what I
tail
was-
end. He was still like a really good basketball player at the time Dame was there.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
just saying,
hooping,
Snap. All I'm
I don't
saying,
think their
Snacks, is
them
all
primes
them,
coexist at the same
all them Dame and CJ teams that was flailing out. I do not believe that if you switch Dame and Steph, that Steph is
That they
doing
winning.
any better. Like, no.
Same
and
coach.
but I believe if Dame and Lillard had Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and KD, he'd have a title. He have a ring.
Yeah, more than one.
For
Come
sure,
on, bro.
for sure.
He'd have a ring. He'd have a
For
ring.
sure.
He'd have a ring. All right. Last comment.
Free Dame. I love you, Dame.
Free Dame. Man, please get out of there, bro. Go get yourself some success.
Nah, get him some
bro.
help.
You earned it.
But
Get you
anyway.
some, nah, bro.
No,
You can't-
they
can't-
tried
it's
that
not
out.
a-
They tried
It's
it,
not a
bro.
big market, bro. Don't nobody want to come there.
Anyway, Big Jarris commented on a clip we had about Russell Westbrook. He said that we ain't had no shooters to begin with because of Russ's contract. We traded for shooters, and now we're 2-1 post trade, 2-0 with a full team. And this was like a week ago. And updating them stats, the Lakers are now 7-3 since they traded Russ, and the Clippers are 1-5 since they signed Russ.
They about to get a win. They about to get a win tonight. Hopefully, they playing. They winning against the Raptors.
Yeah, hopefully it's 2-5. But yes, the Lakers are an improved team, and that is a good point. Talking about Russ being one of the reasons that they didn't have shooters to sign because they were playing $43 million a year. So
To come off the bench.
That Russ
Wild.
just got a
Hey
dark
man,
cloud
I'm gonna have
that
to hop off
follows
the
him
Russ
for
train,
sure.
bro. You on that train by yourself now, Snacks?
I mean,
To come off
I'm
the
always
bench,
the-
Snacks.
I'm always defend, bro. It's just it is.
How
what
can
it
you
is at
defend
this
them
point,
now
man.
since the 5, bro? Like I
Basketball
thought they
don't
was
work
going
that
good,
way.
bro.
It's not his fault.
Okay, so
it's
wait.
not all his fault.
Go back to say, do you think the Clippers
You
are
need
better?
to fix your mic, sir.
Are the Clippers
Come on.
better? Go back to that question that Devin asked you.
Are the
No,
Clippers
it's
better?
not all Russ' fault though. I'll be the
I
first
think it's
person
your
to tell you.
internet.
Yeah.
It's not all Russ' fault. And
Kawhi don't play defense at all. Like at
nobody
all.
plays defense on the Clippers.
Like
apparently.
Kawhi
Niggas are
Leonard
scoring
is
170 points in a game.
trash. But I mean, he just.
Dang, y'all said Kawhi not playing defense?
Not like
No,
he used to.
Wow,
no.
that's
He's
crazy.
he's a fucking stonewall. Like, bro, like
Maybe it could be due to that injury. You know,
he just don't play. Like he's just lazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's over for the Clippers though. I think it takes time. I can't say
growing
that.
pains.
Yeah, I just can't say it's completely over.
It's over.
We shall see.
That's all I got. That's all I got for the comments though, man. Shout out to the TikTok.
Shout out to the TikTok. So topics today. Unfortunately, we got to talk about Ja Morant under investigation for having a firearm on Instagram. MVP conversations, and kind of highlighting the conversation between JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins, and then also playing predictions. Who we think and what does those play in if it was to be for today, what would that look like? What would the play in be? So starting with the Ja Morant. So Ja Morant is under investigation after flashing a firearm on Instagram. They haven't said that he's broken any laws, but at least federally or whatnot. But he is under investigation for it. And Devin, he happens to be in your current state, Colorado. Colorado is an open carry state, as you know. How serious is this for Ja Morant right now? And that's for Devin. That question is for Devin.
We can very well not see him for the rest of the season. That's if the NBA can conclude what they're trying to conclude, it's curtains. But we got this.
What are they concluding exactly?
But it's Adam Silver. So if this is David Stern, he would have got his verdict already. He got his verdict already. But if they could prove that Ja bought the gun on the plane, or how did it get to Colorado, like from Memphis or in a facility, then he can be in deep trouble.
I think this is going to be the issue, though, Devin. I think they're going to have a hard time being able to conclude that he had the gun on the team bus or wherever he had the gun. Like,
How they
it's
get to
damn near-
Colorado then?
I'm just saying, like, how do you prove that though?
How you
do you
prove
pro-
that you didn't get it to Colorado?
How do you prove
gun-
they didn't get that gun from a friend in Denver or some shit like that? Whoever he was out with, type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
there's
I mean, that's
Let
what
me-
Fall
let me-
Guys are
He ain't
for.
died.
And
Let me just say-
you're
let me
right.
just-
No, you're right. That's what Fall Guys are for. If you got a Fall Guy, one of your homeboys better say, "Hey, bro, that was my gun." That's his only hope. Other than that,
that's my
Hey,
beast.
hey, hear me out. Hear me out. So it was an update that came out today. This is what the police said in Colorado. They said that he's not going to be criminally charged. No probable cause existed for charges. They got no cause for service, and they never found the gun. So
Of
there's no
course.
way
Said they-
to really charge him.
yeah, it's because they couldn't prove that he was drunk. That's why.
Yeah,
they dropped it.
exactly. So
There's a
the
lot of things that they
NBA,
just can't prove
the
with,
NBA
you know.
has a collective bargaining agreement, and that's why the NBA has to, of course, investigate this because they're going to do their own investigation. Players are forbidden for having a firearm, of course, on any NBA premise, and also
Mhm.
traveling with the team. A lot of people are relating this or thinking about this incident and relating it to the Gilbert Arenas incident. Els, what would you say? Does that have any significance? Are they just two separate incidents that like shouldn't even be compared, or are they comparable?
I mean, I would be lying if I said they're not comparable at all, obviously, because just the existence of guns, you know what I'm saying, in both situations. To me, the difference is, for one, I think Ja's like a little fairly more high profile than Gilbert Arenas was at that time. And Ja might have took the gun on a team plane. He might have took the gun, you know what I'm saying? He bringing it to the arena, that's still bad. I'm sure you're not allowed to do that. But bringing it on a plane, like, now you crossing state lines with that shit. And it's all out there just because you posted it on IG. Like, Gilbert Arenas didn't go on Facebook and say, "Yeah, I brought some guns to the locker room." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so I mean, to me, those are the biggest differences. It's comparable. But this is a 101. Ja's cemented in history as the nigga that posted his gun on IG Live. Like, he's that G. He's never gonna escape that shit.
After getting a deal with Nike and releasing his shoe, about 2 months ago, we were talking about Ja releasing his signature shoe with Nike, and then he just got a Powerade deal just recently. So just to pile it on, because I don't know if this kind of spawned because of this situation, but also they brought up Ja Morant being accused of hitting a teen last summer repeatedly and get into a fight or whatnot, and then allegedly threatening him with a gun. And a lot of people are giving slack to Nike. Nike released a statement: "We appreciate Ja's accountability and that he's taking the time to get the help he needs. We support the prioritization of his well-being." People are giving Nike slack because they're saying, like, well, Kyrie, you gave Kyrie the boot because of his situation for posting a link that had no comments on a social media post. But now seems like you're not too quick to release Ja as you did with Kyrie. AJ, what would you say? Is that fair? Do you think that this is a fair judgment of Nike's? Do you think that they should be looking at this situation similar to the Kyrie situation?
Yeah, I don't think it's fair at all. They should be taking this way more serious than they took the Kyrie situation. We all have our opinions about why they took the Kyrie situation so seriously, but the fact that Kyrie didn't come out and
Well said.
give a form,
Nah, anyway, I disagree with all that.
AJ.
I disagree with
I
all
feel
that.
like that's why they gave him some
Good
bail. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
AJ,
Yeah, we know.
unfortunately, we heard none of your take like
We
that
know-
after a certain point. So if you could just mute him for a second, Snacks. And what do you think?
Maybe disconnect and reconnect. Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ,
What do you think about the
need to,
situation?
you need to plug up Ethernet. This is live, but I can edit this shit out. Yeah, you need to plug your shit up Ethernet, AJ. But my bad, Nick. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying. I mean, kind of tossing that question to you. What do you think? You think Nike is playing it fair ball? Do you think that we should be even looking at both situations like that? Just wanted to get your thoughts.
I mean, it's hard to compare the situations because Josh's situation is more so of a, I don't want to call it a personal conduct issue, but that's what it is. And then Kyrie's situation kind of got blown out of proportion to this whole racism, Kyrie
Anti-Semitic.
against anti-Semitic situation. So I think that's why it's hard to compare the two. But I do think Nike is catching like the flight that they're catching is fair because it's like, bro, you took Kyrie out of a contract because of a tweet he put up, but you got this dude out here showing blickies on IG Live and you know what I'm saying, wilding out and having all these other type of, you know what I'm saying, things in the news and all y'all saying is that we support him and we appreciate him for standing up or whatever they said. Like I don't think it's fair personally, but I don't know. I get it at the end of the day.
Devin, you look like you disagree or you have some comments to make on that situation. Touch on it.
Yeah, like just to say, like they're different. Like, so you gotta think Kyrie. Of course, I disagree with what Nike did to him, but it's like from their perspective, like regardless of what we think, you piss off certain people that's in charge. They're gonna use their. It's not. I'm not saying it's fair to just
Kyrie ain't breaking no. Listen,
law. No. I'm not saying he did.
Neither did Ja. Ja didn't break no law.
I'm not saying nobody broke
investigation though.
Snacks.
And the police came out and said that they had no reason to charge him.
Kyrie was never under investigation.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not under investigation, just not by the boys.
I'm not saying that Kyrie.
Not by the boys.
By the mother.
I'm not.
By them people.
You have to understand this in life, bro. It's not about you if you do something right or wrong, bro. If somebody's in charge, bro, if they feel away about it, they can do what they want to do. You have to understand that. So it is not. It's not about. It's not. So you saying Kyrie did nothing wrong? I'm not. That's not the point.
It's subjective.
But another thing about this,
I think Kyrie is more subjective than what Ja did. Ja did
is not about. Let me finish. Let me draw this bow home. And we also understand this. Kyrie done multiple things. He's done multiple things, even though we disagree with it. Nike could have been like, dang, he ain't really playing. Listen to what I'm saying. And now with Ja, yes, he showed a blicky is wrong. But people have to understand this. Ja just dropped the shoe. Think business like. He just dropped the shoe. It's not out yet. Don't come out till like April. They gonna come up on their investment. Believe that. Because they know, regardless of Ja getting suspended, he dropped that shoe, people gonna buy it. For sure. Oh, yeah. They really gonna buy it.
Ja gonna be back dunking on niggas.
So you gotta think of if you're the CEO of Nike, bro, how you gonna drop your client that's about to drop one of the hottest basketball shoes out? No, you're gonna stand by him and make your money. Understand that.
Let me just. I just want to ask this. Like, what do y'all? Hold on. Real quick,
I still don't think it's fair.
It's not about being fair. It's about what it is.
What do y'all think? What y'all expect? Y'all thought Nike was just gonna drop Ja?
Yeah,
they was gonna drop him. They just replaced Kyrie. They're not gonna drop him immediately.
I had no expectations.
Even if they should, they would not.
That's why
I'm just saying.
No expectation of Nike dropping.
I don't think we're not
asking. Is it a side eye? That's really what it is.
No, it's not because that's just how I go. You would do the same thing if you was Nike. You would not drop Ja.
Yeah, it's not a huge like mounting like fucking
he can recover
negative press going towards you standing next to Ja. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
Yes, it kind of is right now. It kind of is.
Jewish community is not coming at your neck for Ja.
It's not
flashing the gun.
What did he do? The police said, "Gee, first of all, y'all got to understand, nobody at the club called the police and said there was a gun. We had no reason to believe anything happened." Like, yeah, he posted that shit on IG. That was dumb as fuck.
Because he's not in trouble for that. The NBA is gonna look at it and be like, okay, yeah, you had a gun in a strip club in Colorado. I guess not illegal. You could do that. You wasn't recorded drinking, so we can't get you for that. Only thing the NBA looking at is, did you have that gun at the arena? Did you have that gun on the team playing? That's all they care about.
And I don't think they can prove it, which makes me think John Morant is going to be doing
I think they can easily just how guns work. Unless you, like I said, Snacks, unless he has a fall guy, which he probably does, this is going to sit there and say, bro, I just happened to fly a private plane to Colorado and went and purchased a gun. Just randomly say, you know what? I'm gonna go to a gun shop and purchase a gun. And if you did do that, there's
gonna be a paper
it's
trail.
a paper trail that you're gonna have to prove because that's federal. So they'll know if you really did that. They know what time, place, location that you purchased that gun. So you can't even cap on that shit unless you're gonna sit there and say I bought it from some dude. But you guess what? You still have to do the proper paperwork. So like it's hard. It's gonna be harder for Ja to prove that he didn't bring it on the plane. That's gonna be harder to prove.
So I was just taking a look at it now, but I'm glad that Ja is not going to face any like criminal or law, broke any laws or anything like that. But of course he is getting disciplined by the NBA. I think he got suspended for a couple more games, like 3 or 4 more games as well.
He's suspended indefinitely right now.
Yeah, so he's out for a while, but he did release a statement. I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. So we wish the best of Ja, of course, in this situation. It's always tough to see, and I think this is like, I mean, for a superstar, because Ja's a superstar at this moment. For this to happen for this to happen to him, this is just like, man, so this overwhelming.
That word around so loosely, bro.
What is that? Generational?
Generational talent? No, stop it.
Is he not like the bro? Ja Morant.
He's good. He's great. He's not a generational
kids love this
talent.
nigga.
I don't care. You can love him. That don't make you a generational talent. Stop it.
Is he not a generational talent?
He's a superstar. He's a superstar, but
he's
generational talent.
He's not even a super.
He is definitely a superstar.
He's on his way to being a superstar. He's on his way to being a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
No, as a basketball player, no. In terms of if you include how much people like him and marketability, okay, he's a superstar.
All that shit aside, bro.
But to call him a generational talent, bro, no, stop it. Derrick Rose is more of a generational talent than Ja.
And them niggas are of the same build.
They're not the stop.
Literally the exact same build.
Hey, I never heard. Hey, let me know when Ja. Hey,
go to 2K, bro. Them niggas is both slashing playmakers.
Let me know when Ja is in MVP conversations. Legit.
Was he not in
this year?
Not for real. He ain't top 5.
Did he not finish top 10 last year?
Oh, now we going top 10? Oh, might as well stretch us to 15.
Fuck it. Why not? Shit. Why not? Was he not in MVP talks last season?
I was top 10 in MVP votes. Nobody says that, bro. Nobody.
I don't know. I think you're capping a tad bit.
I'm capping.
I feel you.
No, bro. You can't. Top 10 is not. I mean, top 5. That means it could be 4 niggas ahead of you.
I was one of the top 10 players in the NBA last year. That's not a.
Bro, he was in the MVP conversation, bro.
That's necessarily. When was Ja legit in the MVP? He was never in the finals. He was never an MVP finalist candidate. He might have had buzz a little bit for a week, like, damn, maybe Ja, but not for real, bro. Like right now, he's not even nowhere near that mother. Like regardless,
he won't be in for sure. Right. But shout out Ja. Wish the best for him. Hopefully,
some people had him top 5 at the beginning of the season. I remember that. I'll let y'all know
for sure. Is everything okay with AJ? We good? AJ,
yeah, man. Yeah, I had for some reason it wasn't on my Wi-Fi. I was on somebody else's Wi-Fi. I don't know why my computer tweaking like this. My shit tweaking.
For sure.
I'm sorry, I was asleep.
For sure.
My computer been asleep all day.
Some liquor.
For sure.
Did y'all see what Gilbert Arena said about the shit though? He was like, man, they finna take you from top tier player to top tier 2 player, all because of the situation. You're not gonna be up there with the Jason Tatums and the Lucas no more. I
think niggas are capping, bro.
Yeah, like, that's
no. Look at the
rug.
No. Look at
next year. We're not gonna talk about this shit no more, bro. By the playoffs,
I don't know. If
Ja comes back,
because it's not just one incident, though,
bro. But if Ja comes back and has a crazy playoffs run and they make it to the second round, game 7 type shit, he goes nuts. Nobody's
No, I
talking
think-
about this shit no
okay,
more,
But
bro.
then if
think-
he
no,
lose
it's
a
not
game and then
about us.
pull a gun out after the game,
And
Yeah,
start
if he do
shooting the
his
court
gun
up.
shit
what's gonna
again,
happen?
then yes.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying like,
Shoot up
This
the
gun
court.
shit
Go
don't
shoot the
happen.
ref.
I think
if we're not planning on him having a gun
But-
again.
If
we-
Ja
Snacks,
can
I
fly
think-
under the radar and just perform, bro,
Snacks,
this
I
is
think
not
we-
the worst thing that niggas have done in the NBA.
I-
Niggas
no,
have had
no,
rape
I-
allegations back in the day.
No, I'm
like,
not saying-
and the
niggas
playoffs
do
about
that
to
shit.
start.
Yeah, bro, this shit is
no, but
about to
this
be
is
thrown
this
under
is
the
this is
rug,
the
bro.
closest thing to that, bro.
Right.
This is the closest.
Like
thing.
Gilbert
He
Arenas,
didn't
I
do
think
shit.
it's not about what him doing. You keep stuck on what
I'm
he
talking about
didn't
the type
do.
of
We all
trouble he
know
was
didn't really do
potentially in.
nothing. But the rules that he could potentially break, and what Gilbert Arenas is saying
If
is
you
kind of
watch
like
the whole
Kyrie.
season, you
Yeah,
watched the whole
fans,
season?
us, y'all might like him. We might like him, but how the media portrays him might not be the same.
Right.
And they've shown the history of players that had these incidents. I think Gilbert Arenas is the closest, and he got 50 games, and he was never kind of the same or looked at as the same. He was still great. He was still an all-star, but he was never really looked at the same.
Yeah, they wasn't bigging him up in the
Who just
media
happened
no
today?
more.
Sean Kemp got suspended, I think, like the most, like 90 games. He just got a murder charge damn near. Yeah, like he ain't never, only now Ron Artest recovered.
Tied to the drive-by, not.
And,
Yeah,
and
well,
to
I'm not
be
saying he
honest with
did
you,
it, but
and to be honest with
Be
you,
honest,
I
thug
compare the
shit.
Josh situation to Melo, to be honest with you. Because y'all remember when
Melo.
Melo's on the nut, Carmelo Anthony punched the player. David Stern gave everybody else like 6 games. They gave Melo 15. Melo talks about this on $1 million worth of game. And Melo went to David Stern like, yo, why you give me 15? You only gave everybody 6. And he told Melo, like, I see who you running with. I see the type of players. You want to be in the streets, you want to be in the NBA. He sat down and told Melo this. And Melo,
This
and
ain't
that's
David
when
Stern's NBA no
I'm
more.
not saying I understand that, but David Stern told Melo, we got CIA, we got FBI, we got all these people watching you. We know who you hang out with, we know what you're doing. And that saved Melo's career pretty much. And he even said it. So
That saved it.
I
That
mean,
was
I
$1 million
mean,
worth of
I
games.
mean,
I'm a mean to check that out.
I mean, Draymond knocked Jordan Poole out at the beginning of the season, and I'm honestly surprised how
that's
we
worse.
don't even talk about that.
hey, they still
Draymond
dealing with that
knocked-
shit though. They still
Draymond
No, it's not
knocked
over.
Jordan
It
It
Poole
just,
out.
over.
it just
No,
got
no.
brought up recently because
Nico,
they
it's
had a
not over.
disagreement on the court. But
yeah, it's not
What do you
over.
mean?
That
What
shit-
do you mean
Draymond
it's
might
not
not be.
over?
He might not even
That
be.
shit is
He
still
might
there.
not be a Warrior next year.
exactly. On my
He might
soul.
not be in the league next year.
He'd be in the league
Nah,
for
fuck
sure.
outta here.
Stop it.
If
Now
he
you
wasn't gonna be in the
going
league,
too
he
far.
wouldn't be in the league right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm
But
just saying, I don't see it. I don't see him thriving on another team. He need a
No,
nigga
you're
like
drunk,
Steph.
bro.
He
Drunk.
Oh,
You're
okay.
drunk.
No, I can.
All right,
I
but
can,
anyway.
I can agree to a
I don't
certain
know.
point. I mean,
I don't know,
I'm
bro.
just
He's still-
speaking
he's
on
still gonna
that
be
just
great.
being not talked about, and I feel like it's going to be the same thing with this job
What's under the
situation.
rug, bro?
Bring Draymond
At
to the
least-
Bulls.
At least by next season.
But man,
for
Nico,
sure.
you have to understand that he punched a teamate, but you go on
That's worse
Instagram
than what Ja
Live
did.
and show. I mean, it's not about being worse, it's about the image. Just many factors. I think that you not. This is
Right.
the NBA.
And
They're
that-
trying to
that
be a
footage
kid.
leaked.
They're trying to
That
be
footage
right.
leaked.
They're trying to be a kid-friendly organization. You showing guns. You're one of they. You're not Draymond Green. You're John Morant. You're a star. You're one of the faces of the NBA.
right.
And you showing a gun to a. We're trying to be a kid-friendly establishment. We're trying to get away from that. That's why they went to a certain dress code back in the day. They don't want no. They're not trying to have that.
Nah, for sure.
So it's very different than any other these situations y'all bringing up.
Do you think they're gonna? So the Grizzlies are obviously gonna in the playoffs. Do you think that they would suspend them going into the playoffs? I don't see that happening.
What you
I
mean?
The
don't
foresee
NBA
that
didn't
happening
waiting on the
either.
NBA to have a verdict. The Grizzlies only suspended him. The NBA ain't gave him no punishment yet.
No,
I don't think they're
I
gonna
think
suspend
they're
them
gonna let
going to
them
the
play. I
playoffs.
think
That would
they're gonna
hurt.
let 'em
That would
play.
hurt.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
my prediction,
They-
bro. My prediction.
Why would they
is-
suspend him up until the playoffs and then let him play in the playoffs?
I don't think they're
I
gonna
mean, I
suspend him
don't-
up into the
for
playoffs. They probably gonna
competition,
suspend him for a few
for,
more games, but that's
like-
it.
Yeah, I'm giving him 10 games tops, bro, from a suspension standpoint from the NBA.
It is like 13, 14 games left though.
That's fine. Be right back before the playoffs, and then he's gonna be
Yeah.
gritty and then dunking on niggas in the playoffs, and nobody's gonna remember this shit, bro.
And he
Bro,
gonna
this
lose. in the
nigga just
second
said he's
round.
gonna take some time away, bro. That's not
PR.
5
Jay.
games, nigga.
Yeah,
He
I don't
didn't
even know if
personally
he wrote
write that shit. No,
It don't matter who wrote it. He put that shit out there.
he didn't. Those aren't his words, bro. Those aren't his. I don't think that's what Ja's
Man,
doing right now.
Y'all don't want him to take accountability.
Ja
for
at the
nothing.
crib twisting
Even
the
if
blicky in his
he
finger right
put it
now.
out, oh no, that was his agent.
I do want him to take accountability, but I also want to.
I want his gun.
See him play. I want his
That
gun.
wasn't even facts. It wasn't even as good. Ja don't give a fuck
Nah.
about none of this shit.
But I mean,
I
y'all
will say,
talk
I just
about
wish I just
business
need
on
Ja
the
to. I
Nike
need.
end. I'm just saying the same thing. My bad to cut you off, Snacks.
No, you
Y'all
good.
saying about business on the Nike end. It's the same thing for the NBA. NBA just released this nigga.
Facts.
This nigga Ja just got hella deals. Powerade, Nike. You don't think Nike want to be like, hey, we really need him to play in the playoffs, G. We need him to
We
hoop in the
need this nigga on
playoffs,
the
G.
court.
Yeah, we need him on the court. We need him to
They
hoop.
don't
So
give
We
a
need views.
they're one of the best teams in the West.
You think the NBA won a second? What the Grizzlies are? What, like the second or third seed right now? You
Do you
think the
think? Do you
NBA
think? Do you
wants a
think they
first
want
round without Ja Morant?
bro?
One thing
Y'all
about
tweaking.
billionaires, they care about their money more than anything.
For sure.
They want Ja on the
But
court.
they
Well, let me
they
say this.
not
I
they not gonna
hope
let nobody
he
stain
plays
their
before the
product. They don't
That's
want
what
nobody
I'm
staining their
saying,
product.
bro. They want to uphold a certain brand,
they
bro.
want to
They
set
not.
an example to let y'all know. Don't
We
do
not
this.
fucking with this shit. Exactly.
Our stars don't do this. You don't hear about LeBron. You don't hear about Luka. You don't hear about Jokic. You don't hear about Giannis. You don't hear about Embiid. None of them doing no wild type of stuff. And you one of the faces? Hell no, we ain't going for that. So he better hope they cannot prove that he had that gun.
That's the thing. The police can say whatever. As far as
can do it.
Booking a nigga, that's a lot of shit got to go down for you to like formally bring a nigga up on charges and successfully convict him on that shit. The NBA, nigga, this your job. All they gotta say, okay, bro, we still saw the gun, bro. Like you still had that bitch. Like,
right.
I think. I mean, honestly, post that shit. What the fuck,
honestly,
bro?
he broke. I mean, let's just be honest. We believe he broke NBA rules, and they got to give him some type of punishment. And like you said, Devin, they can't tolerate that, and they're gonna want to make an example. So, just best to Ja. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. I would like to see him in the playoffs, but we'll see what the NBA, what their verdict will be. So moving on to the MVP race. So it was spicy in the media. Just touching on the JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins argument that they had. But just looking at the MVP race in general, is Joker still the front runner for the MVP award? And I'll give that to Snacks.
100%. And I don't think race has anything to do with it. Kendrick Perkins. He's a clear favorite for the MVP. Stats, record, skill,
efficiency.
Like he's
teams offensive drives. They going crazy, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Giannis is a very solid number 2 because they had really good teams with sex this year too. What they just go on a 16-game winning streak or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is a solid number 2, but I don't think he can overthrow Jokic. And I don't want to say he's not close, but it's not close, bro. It's Jokic all the way.
So do we all agree that we pretty much disagree with Kendrick Perkins for the most part?
For sure.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree with Kendrick. Yeah, because I didn't like how because the main shit was starting from Kendrick saying that Jokic was stat padding. He said that Jokic was stat padding, and niggas was like, okay, bro, you have no evidence of him stat padding. Like, why are you saying this? That didn't make any sense. And then he brought up Giannis clearly stat padding in that game the other day where he intentionally missed so he can get the rebound and get the triple double. And they rescinded that shit, if I'm not correct, right? They took that shit away.
They rescinded it.
Which they should have. But then Kendrick was like, all right, let's be real. We know 80% of the voters for MVP is white. Mm-hmm. And that's what kind of got JJ riled up and shit. And I was like, bro,
rightfully so. Rightfully so, though. JJ should have turned up on it because that was a stupid ass take, bro. That was
it was a terrible take. It was a terrible take. And then he started talking about, you don't know what he know inside of him and all this shit. It was like,
what was the main, because I saw a lot of different clips, a lot of different statements. People started making compilations of Kendrick Perkins takes. But what was the main thing that JJ Redick was addressing? What was the main
racism part?
Comment?
The racism part, yeah.
Kendrick Perkins saying that 80% of the voters is white, which is true. But it's because they he brought up Dirk, Steve Nash, and Jokic. In the last, since 1990, they ain't none of them three been top 10 in scoring, and they won MVP. And what do they all have in common? Them being white. But then
which was a dumbass take as well.
He neglected to bring up Magic Johnson's, winning MVPs when he wasn't top 10 in scoring. And then my thing is MVP is year by year. It's never best player. If it's best player, Jordan had more MVPs and LeBron had more MVPs. The MVP
I won't
is
say it's
usually
never. It's rarely best player.
but it's usually the MVP from my eyes. It's like who has really won MVP is like, oh, that's outrageous. And if you want to say Steve Nash, they was the number one team in the West that year, and everybody wanted to vouch for Kobe that year. They was 42-40, so the team wasn't that good.
And wasn't that? And that's when Kobe had the case too, right?
Right.
So that's really why.
Kobe was also hooping out of his mind.
He was 42-40. You usually don't win the MVP with a terrible record like that.
No, you
don't. The first time it happened is with Russell Westbrook because he had a triple-double. And at the time, to be fair, we thought we would never see it again. So they was like, yeah, even though he liked it
3 more times.
I understand that. Even though he was like the 5th or 6th.
He said, I understand that.
That's why they gave it to him. But usually the MVP goes to somebody that's on the best team, putting up the best, like all that stuff. And Jokic has been that.
Yeah. And then you can't really see him stat padded. He's hooping. He's doing what he needs to do to get his team a win, bro. He's making the right passes. He's getting rebound. How do you stat pass you stat padding assists, bro? Like that. The whole point that Kendrick Perkins made was just outrageous, bro. He was not making any sense, bro. He was looking like an idiot on national TV, and JJ made him look even more stupid by calling him out on his bullshit, bro.
So he brought up that one of Perkins' point was that the goalpost changes year by year. We don't know what the goalpost is. Is it the top scorer? Is it the top assist? Is it the most efficient? What are we judging the MVP? Like, what is the standard and what's the criteria for
most
MVP?
Valuable is it's fluid.
No, it's not, bro. It's not as fluid as y'all making it.
No, what I'm saying, it can change. Like, you don't have to be the best scorer that year. You don't have to be the best playmaker that year. It could be whatever. Are you the player that adds the most value to your team to make them successful that season? That's the criteria
for sure.
And Joker is doing that.
You usually have to have a good record. You have to be playing well. Stats have all that. Like win shares, so many factors. Like
availability. Are you playing in most of these games?
People are just mad that Jokic is about to win his 3rd straight MVP, and he white. Because LeBron never did it, Jordan never did it. They're upset, and it's like it's weird that y'all.
The last person to do it was white.
They want to make it about race, but who cares? But are people complaining that black people won the MVP 12 straight years or 8 straight years in the NBA? Is anybody saying, "Dang, black people winning every year"? Nobody's saying that, bro.
Yeah, just because he's white, bro, don't got nothing to do with it.
Right.
What 90% of the NBA?
Okay, but you're right. But show me
like the opposition. The opposition to it is so like
it's so lopsided in our favor, and we're like, bro, be okay.
Yeah, give us about time. Shit, the fuck.
Oh my god! Like, show me the year that Jokic didn't deserve it. Show me the year that
black
he
people
didn't deserve it. Show me the year.
No, for sure.
No, I mean, I'm not against Jokic at all. I think Kendrick Perkins was tweaking for what I'm understanding. You just can't argue against it. G, the stats, the proof is in the fucking pudding. Best team in the NBA, about to average a triple double. The last nigga that did that.
I think Giannis has the best record right now.
Yeah.
As he's averaging
today, he's averaging a triple double, and he's winning, averaging a triple double. He's winning, averaging a triple double.
So why would you not? Why would you not give it to Giannis? What's the argument? Why are we not saying Giannis is that guy?
He's there.
What's the strike
in the conversation? He can win it, but Jokic is playing better overall. He's making his teammates better. Like Aaron Gordon, bro, as good as he is, before he got to Denver, he was just kind of like a sometime all-star player. He wasn't like how he is now. Jokic clearly made him better. Like he's like Lamar put in the chat. Jokic ain't never played with an all-star.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Never. Not an all-star.
Jamal Murray wasn't an all-star.
No, Jamal Murray had got hot in a bubble.
No,
Other than that,
it's not even just all-star.
It's like all that shit. First team, second team.
First team, second team.
None of that shit. Joker's been by himself. Not by himself for real, but like he's never had a all-star talent next to him, technically.
On paper. I mean, I went through and
I mean, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton aren't fucking, they're not perennial all-stars either, but
Drew Holiday damn near is.
Was
now.
Drew my
Drew
nigga.
Holiday be hooping.
Drew my nigga.
But I went through the years and just looked at just they actually found a list of like all the MVPs and they list all their ethnicities and everything and their race. and it's only been like 8, 9 white players that have actually won the MVP race compared to black players like Bob Cousy, Dave Cohen, Bill Walton, Larry Bird, Steve Nash, Dirk.
Yeah, like bro.
And Joker.
Basketball is a predominantly black played
Right,
sport, though.
but
like,
no, I would.
That's not a
no, but
surprise.
snacks, y'all. But people are acting like white players like Brian Scalabrine out here,
Right.
MVPs and Kirk Rambis. Like they just want white people to win so bad that they throwing random white people in there. It's like, bro, the white people that's with it, they deserve it. Like
they deserve it, yeah, for sure.
I mean, and most of the
And
quote unquote
it's
white
very
people are
rare.
Yeah,
It's only
international
8.
players.
You just said 8.
Yeah, 8,
How many
8
how
or
many
9.
American white players have won MVP?
It's 75.
Say it again.
How many American-born white players have won MVP? I'm assuming Larry Bird
That's it.
and
What's Steve
I don't
Nash?
know.
What he is?
Steve
No,
Nash
Canadian.
Canadian.
That's Canadian.
he's
Yeah.
Canadian. Yeah, we got. Did Jerry West ever win an MVP?
I didn't
you would have to
see
go
it.
back.
I'm pretty-
You would have to go
I'm
back
pretty
in
sure.
the day to find an American-born white dude that won
The
MVP.
first 2 years, of the NBA, it was mad.
My
racist
point
back
is,
then,
in
so-
most of our life,
they won.
in most of our lifetime, only one white person's won MVP, and only like 3 white people have won MVP in like the last 30 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to say that there's a bias there.
Yeah. How
really
can
is.
you come at what about all the other years when the voters was 80% white? And it was still
Or
all
when
these
they was
black people winning
100% white.
MVPs.
Niggas.
Right.
They'll give my
You know
niggas
what I'm
MVPs.
saying?
When he said Magic Johnson, when JJ Redick said Magic
Yeah,
Johnson
he
won
was
it,
on
and
his
he
ass.
was like 10th, 15th, or whatever, and then 18th in scoring, it was just like, damn, bro, that kills your argument right there. Yeah,
It was so convenient that
JJ
you
on the
stopped
come
at
up.
1990.
It
It's
was so convenient.
Is that what he said? That's funny.
He did. That is
Bro,
what he
you-
said.
was on his ass.
He just
He
look.
cooked 'em. He
Steve,
cooked 'em.
Stephen A. Smith ain't know what to say. He was so lost,
Yeah.
bro.
Like
He was-
snacks.
He didn't
Stephen A.
expect
Smith
that.
was quiet. He was quiet the whole time.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
I ain't never seen Stephen
Turn
A.
up
quiet
Stephen
on
A.
his
Smith
own
is
show.
crazy.
Told you, yeah, Molly was getting a little spicy. She was getting a little testy. Because of the way
shout out
JJ
Molly.
came. JJ was at their neck. He said, bro, this is what's wrong with this show. Gee, I'm going to be real.
Yeah, he told like this was wrong with your show.
He said that.
He
He was
literally
like,
yeah.
it's an honor to be
he
up
said,
here.
he said, Stephen
like,
A.
but
He
this is
said, no
what's wrong with it."
disrespect. No disrespect. I
Damn.
love you, Stephen A. I love being on this show, but this is what's wrong with the show. We got
This
people
is what's
bringing up
fucked up
shit that's
about
not real, bringing up narratives that's
sure.
not based in reality.
Go crazy,
That's
JJ
tough.
Reddick.
All right,
JJ Redick, he the
W
best
for
thing that happened
JJ.
to sports media in the last 3 years, man. He been going crazy, bro.
Oh man, and the
I
three.
fuck with JJ, man.
What would
I'm
y'all? What
glad.
would y'all rank? What do y'all rank y'all like basketball podcasts? That's not like ESPN or anything like that. What's y'all favorite one?
I feel like I don't
probably
listen to enough
sticking to the
like
code.
dedicate to really
I probably
understand.
watch all the smoke.
I was gonna say all the
I
smoke
hate
probably
them
my
now.
favorite.
They too. I don't know.
I probably watch that one the most
though.
though.
I like
can't stand
Knuckleheads
Jack
better
and
than
Matt
them, bro.
Barnes.
I still
Um,
haven't really watched.
Knuckleheads
Dragon
are solid.
like that.
Actually, I'm tweaking. Knuckleheads is what I'm
Oh.
talking about. Knuckleheads is Darius Miles and
Yeah,
Quinn.
yeah. Knuckles
That's the
has
one I
good.
fuck with.
I think Old
All
Man
the
of
Smoke
3
is
is
cool.
the best because they be interviewing the players. I like that one the best.
The Pat Bev pod.
yeah,
I don't know if y'all be peeping that one.
Yeah, it's cool. I used to like Gilbert Arenas podcast a lot. I ain't gonna hold you.
Gilbert
We
was
in the
solid.
era.
Seen Gilbert.
We in the era of clips, so I'm damn near short watching everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Depending
true.
on what it
Green,
is.
Sure, for
Draymond,
sure.
Draymond Green good.
Draymond's is solid.
Dylan Brooks.
Cooked him.
Oh,
I gotta see that because I ain't see what. he
Yeah, I
said.
didn't see it either.
Oh, he cooked
Gee,
him.
that whole team is just a team full of tweakers. It seemed like, bro. This is
They're the
a
most hated
full of
team in the
tweakers,
NBA.
bro.
They're officially the most hated. They took Phoenix. Phoenix is like one of the most loved teams now, and now Memphis is like the most hated.
Bro, Sacramento's number 2 in the West, if I'm not mistaken.
They hooping.
Yes,
They are
sir.
hooping.
Just want
Young
to throw that
team.
out there.
Malik Monk got to that team and turned it around, man. I got that Kentucky backcourt back there, man. They hooping.
hooping.
Playoff predictions. Let's talk about that. As of today, let's just to focus on the West since we already talking about the West. Mavs are 7th, Clippers are 8th, Lakers are 9th, and Pelicans are 10th. If they were to play, if the play-in was to start today, who do you got making it out?
So what?
Lamar.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me
It's
the
2 teams that can make it
Can you
out,
tell me
right?
the teams again?
Top
It's
to
just
bottom,
actually
Mavs,
just-
Clippers,
just-
Lakers, Pale.
It's just
That's 7, 8,
updated
9,
though.
10.
Clippers just got to win. So Clippers is 6, Minnesota 7, Mavs 8, Lakers 9, Pels 10.
So that would be
It'd be
Minnesota
versus
Mavs,
Yeah.
It'd
And
be
Lakers
Minnesota
versus
Lakers,
Pelicans.
Pales.
No, it'd be
Pels.
Minnesota
Lakers versus
versus
Pels
New
was
Orleans.
bust.
It'd be Minnesota versus New Orleans and Dallas versus LA. Lakers.
Dang, that's messed up.
Wait, you said what?
If the play-in
Minnesota
started today,
Pelicans.
I thought
be-
Minnesota
No,
was
9 and
7.
10 play each other.
Yeah, and 7 and 8
9
play
and
each
10
other.
play each other. 7 and 8 play
7
each
and
other.
10?
9 and 10.
Nah,
7 and
7
10.
and 8.
No,
play
7
each
and
other.
8, 9 and
No.
10.
7 and 8.
9 and
7
10
and 8
is
play
7
each
and
other.
8.
9 and 10 play each other. 9 and
just
10
threw
is
me
a
off.
one game
I don't know.
elimination.
My bad. I
So
apologize.
9
I'm
and
tweaking.
so the Lakers are 9, the Pelicans are 10. They'll play each other. Whoever loses
Yeah.
automatically out. And then Dallas and Minnesota play each other. And then whoever loses will play the Lakers.
Yep.
And then whoever wins that
The
game.
winner, yeah.
Y'all got it.
It's like the 8 and 7 seed. Whoever lose between that, because they was the 8 and 7 seed, they get an extra
Yep.
chance.
So
Yeah,
Minnesota
yeah.
Mavs, who you taking, Els?
Mavs.
Minnesota Mavs. I'm gonna go Mavs for sure.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
go Mavs.
I think most of us probably gonna take that bet. Lakers Pelicans. I know who Devin taking. Devin taking Lakers.
I'm going Lakers
Lakers.
I'm going Lakers too.
I ain't gonna lie. In the
If
If
Zion
LeBron,
come
if
back,
LeBron is back,
And if Zion back, I don't know if they
give
gonna
me
it don't
Lakers
matter.
over the Pels.
if
But
LeBron is
y'all
back,
picking Mavs over the Timberwolves that easily?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Bro, they ain't got no big man, bro.
They choke ours, and bro, we got Luka in the playoffs.
and Kyrie, and the leading
I
fourth
don't know.
quarter scorer
I love
in the
Kyrie.
league.
We knocked Kyrie for not having a good playoff series last year. So I don't know, bro. And based off what we've seen so far, the Dallas Mavericks just don't look like they're that great to
What
just
you mean?
automatically
They-
pick them in it.
You trust
In the
them
playoff-
against
in the
the
playoff
one
game.
game
Did they
against
just
the
beat?
Timberwolves?
Philly? Didn't they just beat Philly?
Bro, they're
They
like
did.
1 and
And they
5
almost
since
beat
Kyrie got
fucking,
there. 1 and 6 or some shit
no.
like that.
They almost beat Phoenix. They almost
I'm
fucking
sorry.
beat Phoenix. They barely lost.
I'm
Give
just
me,
saying,
bro. Snacks, I'm
just
saying
saying,
against
bro.
the Minnesota Timberwolves in the one game. Give me Dallas, bro. It's not close.
Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert.
You're Rudy.
Big
Don't
Cat.
mention Rudy Gobert. Don't mention his name, bro.
Please, please.
Ain't nobody.
Please.
It
I
ain't
know
gonna be
Els
sweet.
ain't fucking with Rudy.
That's gonna be a good game, bro. That would be a good game.
He gave the
And
league
I'm not just
COVID.
giving.
Fuck, dude.
I'm not just giving the Mavs that game. It would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers,
No point, bro.
Lakers Pels. Is it a given to the Lakers for that game?
If everybody healthy, yes.
Yeah. Even if Zion's healthy, you damn near still got to run with the
That's
Lakers
what
right
I'm
now.
saying. Yeah.
That's tough. Is Zion coming back? Do we know when he's
They
coming
say
back?
2
Zion.
weeks.
They say Zion be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully
There's only
LeBron's back in 2
14
weeks.
games left.
Shout out to Anthony Davis. I know
Holding
niggas
it
been
down.
hating on holding it down, bro. He's been holding it down. Holding it down when they needed it the most. So as long as they can win, like, I don't know, 3-4 more of these games while LeBron is out, they're gonna be set up. Them niggas might end up higher than 9th, honestly. Because if you
And
look at the standings, bro, I want to say they're like,
They're 32 and 34.
how many games
Dallas
behind are
30
they from?
Dallas 34 and 33, and Minnesota's 34 and 33.
They're 2 games
And
away
the
from the
Clippers are
Warriors at
35
5.
and 33. Yeah, they can get as high as 5.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna get there. I can see them. I can easily see them at least making it out the play-in situation, possibly. Maybe if they make it to the 6th seed, that'd be crazy.
They can easily get 6 though. I mean, we still got. We got like 17
Easily
games
get
left, so
6.
it's like a lot can
Easy.
change.
Clippers go fall. Clippers go fall.
Clippers
even
can
more,
fall.
bro.
I think the top 4 seeds are they're gonna stay intact.
You think
Hopefully.
Sacramento?
Yeah, top 4 shouldn't change.
I think Sacramento gonna hold on. I think Memphis they might slide a little bit, but who knows? I hope
It
they
depends
slide
on
a
how
lot,
long
but-
Ja gone. It depends on how long Ja.
Yeah.
gone, for sure.
But everybody
I mean,
going
the
if Ja
Suns-
gone, everybody
if-
gonna want to play them in the first round. That's the first round matchup you want.
If Ja misses like the next 5-10 games, which we expect, the Suns could creep up on their ass because the Suns are what 4-0 since KD trade. They're only 2 games behind the Grizzlies, so they could creep up on their ass. But KD didn't even play that. I want to say Devin Booker still dropped like 40 or some shit like that.
Devin Booker, he really be balling. But this is like a godsend for Chris Paul because I never thought he would get another chance. But
Yeah,
this,
I thought it was rats for him.
this the chance. This is it right here. You got to make that go for it with KD. Looking at the East, would be Heat Hawks. Snacks, who you got? Heat Hawks. Heat Hawks.
We got the Hawks number. We whooping their ass.
You don't think Trey? Trey teed up in the playoffs, man.
Nah.
Trey
do be
he
teeing up
he
in the
did to
playoffs.
him last year. He too little.
They ain't got no
Yeah,
coach either.
I'm not worried about them. In fact, they got a new coach. I'm not worried about the Hawks. I'm pissed we even in the fucking play-in. That's the problem.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't be. I mean, Nets still up there. Y'all, I don't know
We
if y'all
3
catching
games
up to the
behind the
Nets
net. We're not
too.
catching up to them niggas, no, bro. We're going to be in the play-in this year. We're probably going to play the Hawks, but I'm picking us in that game. But if we end up with the 7th seed, we're not beating the Celtics, and it's because we didn't get Russell Westbrook.
Y'all wasn't beating if y'all got them.
Nah, but yeah, we're not beating the Celtics in the 7-game series. And then you got the Raptors and the Wizards right now.
I didn't even want to say this match because I feel like nobody really even
nobody
gives a
gives a
damn.
fuck. Because the Bulls fans, y'all think the Bulls can make it in?
Yes.
One game out.
We're gonna sneak in the Pat era.
You see, we beat the Denver Nuggets tonight.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Bulls are healthy, I expect us to beat. I ain't gonna hold you. If the Bulls make the playoffs, we gonna definitely lose to the Bucks, the Celtics, the 76ers, and Cleveland. I think we should at least win 1, hopefully 2 games against Cleveland, and we probably lose to the Knicks, knowing us. But everybody else, bro.
Knicks just came off a 12-game win or 10 or 12-game winning streak. They've been balling. That's real expectations. That's a real Bulls fan right there. He's just like, look, this is the best what we got. This is our ceiling, but I want us to at least approach that ceiling. We can't fall short of our ceiling at all.
I mean, the Bulls won the most pointless 30 games of all time. Y'all really should have tanked this year, bro. What are y'all doing next year? What are we doing? Y'all still got contracts?
We don't own our pick.
Y'all don't got no picks.
We don't own our pick.
No pick.
Y'all don't own y'all pick. Y'all still got.
We ain't got nothing.
Is Zach a free agent next year?
Top 4 protected. He might have an option. I don't know.
We getting AD next year, man.
Hopefully. Y'all get AD. I hope y'all get AD. That'd be cracking.
Why? Don't come home.
Pat Bev
I'll definitely root for y'all niggas.
Pat,
no, we don't want
Pat
you
back. Pat
I'll
back.
definitely root for y'all niggas.
Man, I'm really all out of topics for today.
No, but can we get?
I
really want a Phoenix, Dallas series.
We can talk about playoff series that we want.
I want.
Why do you want this series? We talked about it in the chat. Why do you want this series so bad? If it's not beef related, like I thought it was.
It's just because the series last year. I mean, you got Dallas, who everybody thought was gonna lose, including myself, to Phoenix. They the number 1 seed. They down 3-1. Luka come back, give them the Luka special, beat them by like 50, and now Phoenix has KD and Dallas has Kyrie. Like, so they both upgraded. So yes, everybody's gonna pick Phoenix. Everybody's gonna pick Phoenix to win that series more than likely. But you're tripping if you think that it's gonna be easy. That's all I'm saying.
What I would like to see happen?
It's gonna be one of the most entertaining series.
Phoenix winning in 6, bro. If they play each other,
I would like to see the Warriors slide to 6 so they can end up playing Memphis.
It's not going to.
And then I would like to see Dallas get the 5th seed so they could play the Suns, bro, in the first round. That'd be an amazing, you know what I'm saying, playoff first round.
Lakers Phoenix gonna be cracking if it happened, and that's what I'm saying with the Lakers, bro. What team in the West, if the Lakers got a healthy AD and LeBron, are you guaranteeing like for sure picking them over the Lakers?
Nobody.
The Kings.
Nuggets,
I feel like the Kings.
Nobody.
I'm not picking none of them niggas over
like
a
the
healthy
Kings are
LeBron
run.
AD, especially with the roster they got now. G, it's an upgrade, bro. It's an upgrade. G, they got the shooters they needed.
Or I want Lakers Clippers. I also want that. If
Lakers Clippers would be cracking. Nah, ain't gonna. It was almost good. I want to say before the Clippers won today, they was at the 8th seed or something like that. They was right ahead of the Lakers, which could have been a potential play-in matchup. But I don't see them playing if they both make it into the playoffs.
That'd be tough if
But
they play one
LeBron,
game in the play-in. If they play in the play-in, that'd be tough. And
who do I want
let's
to
say
see LeBron match up with?
your boy Rusty hit the game-winning 3 against the Lakers to send them home. Wouldn't that be storytelling?
Yeah,
That'd be amazing.
And
so
then
if the most ideal situations for the Lakers to see I feel like either the Kings or the Grizzlies in the first round, because they're not. I don't think, even though I'm not going to pick the Nuggets or the Suns definitively, I still don't see the Lakers beating the Nuggets or the Suns in the playoffs. So in order for them to make it to the second round and actually make some noise, I think they would have to see the Kings or the Grizzlies in the first round. I don't know. It's gonna be busting. I'm thirsty, bro. I'm so thirsty for the playoffs.
I want to see Clippers Grizzlies because
this is the point of the NBA season. I mean, it's just drying out, bro. Like, please, just playoffs start, because now I really don't give a fuck about the regular season right now.
No, but
This is
these
meaningful
games
basketball.
matter.
These
These
matter.
games
No, I know
bro.
these games matter. I just want this shit to start. Like, I wish this shit was over with, so the playoffs.
we know what the top like 4 or 5 are gonna be now. It's
and
just
we've known
like,
that for a long time at this point.
But we don't know where they're gonna fall, and these last games are gonna decide where they're gonna fall.
I get it.
the
It's gonna be
top
it's
4
gonna be
or
a good
5 for
finish.
sure. I think we do know. That's what we're saying. Like, we know those. We just waiting to
We
see.
don't know where they're going. I'm saying,
But,
we
like,
don't know
honestly,
where
if you take
2 is gonna be. We don't know
Lakers
that
out the-
Sacramento's gonna for sure be 2.
If you would have
We don't
took
know
the Lakers out the equation and they would have just been ass, like, the rest of these teams, like, I really don't give a fuck where they end up at in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like the Pelicans, I don't care. The Mavs should have been higher. The Timberwolves, I don't really give a fuck about.
So y'all don't
The
care about
seed-
the East at all.
No,
Nobody
I'm saying
mentioned
seed,
anything about the
but
East.
to
And
Lamar,
outside-
seed
like,
is gonna
outside
matter.
Outside
I
of the
do.
top 3 in the East, like, who, like,
I want to see. I low key
the
want.
seeding
Only
is gonna
person I
affect
want to see
everybody's
something.
path, though.
The only person
Seeding
I-
is so important. The seeding is
The
so
only
important.
team that I want to see
It is.
play on the East, and that's because I think Joel Embiid has been playing amazing, and James Harden has got it going, is the 76ers. I want to see them up to the challenge to beat the Celtics or the Bucks. That's it.
I
That's all I want to see.
want to see all 4 of the top teams. I don't believe in the Knicks. I don't believe in the Nets. Miami is not. We're not going to do anything this year. Atlanta, I don't give a fuck about. This is top 4 in the East, and in the West,
The top 4?
yeah, you got
Oh, and
Milwaukee,
Cleveland.
Boston. Yeah, Milwaukee, Boston, Philly, Cleveland are going to be the only 4 teams that we care about. And
I
in
do
the
want to see
West,
the
like,
Knicks too. I want to see the
in the
Knicks
West,
too.
as much as I appreciate the
Fuck the
Kings for being
Knicks.
good this season, do we really care about the Sacramento Kings in the NBA playoffs?
Yes, they're the funnest
Yeah,
team.
bro.
One of the
Yeah,
funnest
they
teams to
hooping.
watch.
How
Where
far
you-
do you think they're going though?
Bro,
don't care.
that's
I
what I
wanna
want to
see how far they
see.
go.
We don't know.
I want
We
to
don't
see,
know.
bro. If I got the
No,
Kings
okay,
versus,
that's not my
listen,
question. My question is, like, what's your expectations for the Sacramento Kings in the playoffs? Like, they're not.
Second
we
round,
don't
I'm
know.
expecting the lead. They can make the. It depends. Like, that's what I'm saying.
They're the
Stacks.
Cleveland
That's why the
Cavaliers. of the
seeding
West.
matters. That's why the seeding
Stacks,
matters.
They're the
think
Bro.
about
They're
it.
the Cavs
No.
of the West.
No, they're not, bro. No, they're not, bro. I
Why
think
not?
we're doing, bro.
Because they the
that's
2
what seed
seed,
matter,
bro.
bro. Right now, they're the 2
Take
seed,
seed out the
and they right
equation.
now. No, you can't. Take seed out the
You
equation.
can't.
No, I'm talking about talent and, like, our
Yes,
expectations for
they're
that team.
fun.
They the second best
Kevin-
team in the West.
Bro,
What you talking about?
Listen, De'Aaron
but the
Fox is
West-
fun. He's the fastest
they're
person in
good.
the NBA. They got Sabonis is good. Kevin Herter shooting lights out, bro. Mike Brown is
Hey,
a
Kevin
really
Herter
good-
is like that.
showing
I
that
didn't
he can
realize he was
coach.
like that.
They're good. They're fast. They're up and down. They rupping and running more than any team in the NBA.
But
I
bro,
got King.
we can easily.
I got Kings over. Oh, let me say this. I got Kings over Pelicans, Timberwolves, Clippers.
You don't want to see Kings versus Clippers in the
No, no,
playoffs?
I
series?
said-
I
I said-
do.
I'm saying
the Kings were
Busting.
if
It
the
went to
Kings
two
were in the
overtimes. It was
East.
a good game, bro.
If the Kings were in the East right now, G, they would be the 6th seed. That's how
okay.
bad. I'm gonna say that's how like bad the West is. It's like them being
No,
the
I
second
don't think
seed
that's how bad.
doesn't
that's
hold
how
that
good
much
the
weight
West
to
is.
me right
I think
now.
that's how good the West is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel you.
These teams
The
are
West
beating
is
up
just
on
not-
each
the
other.
West not-
Every
they're
night
not
is a
top
gauntlet,
heavy,
bro.
They're not a top
I
heavy
watched
conference right
Sacramento versus Clippers. Good game. Like every
Good
That was a
game.
great
Good
game,
game.
bro. Great
I'm
game.
excited
But
to see damn near every West playoff series. Like, bro, Minnesota
Me
may
too.
be the only one that and the Pelicans are the only 2 teams that I'm looking at. I don't care. Everybody else, I want to see them.
If the
I wanna see
Pelicans healthy, I
Denver-
want to see them. If the Pelicans
Right.
healthy, I
If
want to
they're
see
healthy,
I'm not pressed for
wouldn't
that.
you
If
love to see?
If Zion
I
got
wanna
it,
see
bro,
Zion in
I
the
wanna
fucking
see him.
playoffs, bro.
Snacks.
No,
we
no,
can
I said
easily see
Sacramento.
right now, we will see Denver versus hypothetically versus Dallas in the first round. amazing, bro. That's
an amazing
a
series.
god tier first round matchup.
And then we're going to see the Kings and the Timberwolves potentially. That like who
okay,
the fuck
that's not
wants to
that
watch
great.
That series?
Fine, that's just because it's it's not
Then
because of the Kings.
That's a higher
because of the
expectation for the
Timberwolves.
Kings. That mean the Kings gonna get to the second
it's not,
round.
And,
They gonna beat them.
That's not due to the Kings. That's due to the Timberwolves.
They're going to get to the second round, AJ, and play who?
Okay, do you want to see Memphis versus Timberwolves? You said that was last year. You want to see that one? Would you be excited about that? Would you be excited?
Either? No,
exactly. Timberwolves are the only team that's really ass. Everybody else, I want to see. That's all I'm saying, bro.
If they get to the second round, bro,
you wouldn't want to see Sacramento versus Clippers or Sacramento versus Golden State.
Because I feel like I'm picking the
see
Golden State and I'm picking the Clippers in both them series.
You picking the Clippers over the Kings definitively. You ain't been watching enough of the Kings.
I've been watching them, bro. The Kings.
You've been watching and if you've been watching the Clippers, I don't know how you just go really say I'm picking the Clippers over the Kings.
They beat the
Clippers. The Kings have beat the Clippers twice in a row. Have both of them games been won by like 1 point type shit?
Yeah, but
bro, those have been close games in the regular season. In the postseason, I'm gonna love to see how De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis and fucking these young niggas perform in the playoffs. It's gonna be completely different.
Barnes, man,
we know it is, bro.
Exactly. That makes it exciting. That makes it exciting.
I'm foreseeing Paul George and Kawhi Leonard beating them niggas in 6 games, tops 5 maybe. Like the Kings are solid.
Why are you so for certain of that?
Because the playoffs is different, bro. Like we all know this.
And what have you seen from
George
Paul George?
George Paul.
When was the last team to make a legit run in the playoffs, Devin?
What you mean the last team to make a legit
like a
run?
last young team to make a legit run in the playoffs?
I'm not saying they're making a legit run, but you're giving so much praise to the Clippers who have done what?
I'm not giving praise to the Clippers. I'm not.
You're
picking
up
the Clippers. This is me trying to. No, this is me trying to give reality to the Kings. Like the Kings are going to be. They're a great regular. They're a good regular season team, but I'm not foreseeing them niggas do amazing in the playoffs.
I'm not saying they're doing amazing.
But why are you thinking that the Clippers are going to do like this?
Like they wouldn't
be
Kawhi.
I'm not saying the last. Again, I'm not picking the Clippers to do anything. But if you're going against the Kings, as unproven as young team, I'm picking the Clippers.
The Clippers
are
picking the
Clippers, bro.
I'm not picking them. I just think it's weird that you're saying the last 2 games they played have been very close and very entertaining. But you're not excited. But you're not excited to see it. And you talking about a 2-time Final MVP who don't play defense now. You're stuck on that name again. He don't play no defense.
That's
right
crazy.
Now.
Y'all talk about LeBron as a 4-time Final MVP. He don't play
You're
amazing
sitting here
defense
saying Kawhi
either.
don't play defense. That's nuts.
Does Kawhi play more defense than LeBron?
That is nuts. You're saying Kawhi don't play defense.
Compare Kawhi to LeBron. Stop it.
Does he play more defense than LeBron?
I haven't seen enough Kawhi to really make that call.
Exactly.
That's a heavy narrative. To just
you excited because
I understand you.
I
understand you making it. I understand you making that claim, Devin. But it's crazy to hear, and it's crazy. I ain't disagree with you. It's crazy that we saying that he don't play defense now, and that's what everybody been. Oh, the claw. He got these big ass hands and all this other stuff. Like that's crazy, bro. That's so crazy you saying that.
I don't know. I just think it's crazy that Snacks don't think the Kings are entertaining when they're literally like
second round exit.
Okay, it's fine, but we're talking about excited match. They're literally probably the most entertaining team.
I didn't say they're not entertaining. I never said that.
So how are you not excited about seeing them in the playoffs? It's weird.
Because what the playoffs are about? What we want to watch the best teams fight for a championship. Teams that we think can actually win a championship. Do we think the Sacramento Kings are winning a championship this year?
No, I don't think the Dallas Mavericks will win.
But I believe,
the
Grizzlies going to win a championship.
I believe
the Grizzlies. I don't think the Golden State. I don't think the Clippers. I don't think the
Clippers. Golden State has a chance.
No, I don't think none of these. No, I don't think none of these teams have a chance to win this year. But I'm excited to see them. It's not just about you have to have a chance to win.
But there's different reasons though. Also, Devin, you want to see the Mavs because you like Luka. You want to see the Lakers because you love LeBron. Like.
I want to see the Kings
to the Sacramento Kings.
No,
okay. Question.
They're fast. They're excited.
Easy question.
They have a fast-paced offense. That's what I want to see. De'Aaron Fox is really good.
Who do you have coming out?
He's really good.
Ask everybody on the pod. Who's coming out the West? Who's coming out the East? Give a prediction. Easy peasy.
No.
I know.
Nah, that's too hard, bro. It's too hard, G.
If you had to make a pick today,
now this is our end. This is our end of like kind of one of our end of the season predictions. Don't have to, for me, the West, I got Phoenix.
I'm going with it too.
I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be
optimistic.
Argued
all that. Say Phoenix.
I'm gonna be optimistic, and out the East, give me Milwaukee. I need a Phoenix Milwaukee finals. We're gonna run it back from a few years ago. We're gonna run it back from a few years ago. Can Chris Paul get revenge? Can Chris Paul get revenge?
Joker's gotta do better, man.
You're not picking Denver your MVP.
That's what I'm saying. You're not picking your MVP.
You're not picking your MVP.
It's a. I'm looking at a collective now.
Now we look. We don't want to look at it collectively for Sacramento.
I'm switching picks. I had Denver. I had Denver, but I'm going with the Slim Reaper, man. I'm gonna have faith in him, man.
All right, AJ, who you got? Stand on it, man. Stand on it. Stand on business.
Right? No, I got Golden State coming out the West. Y'all.
No, nigga, you said Phoenix last week.
No,
I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did. You said Phoenix last week, bro.
No, I said they the clear favorite. They not my favorite.
If they're the clear favorite,
Golden State, who do you got
favorite
coming out
of what,
East?
AJ?
I don't lie. I got Boston coming out the East too.
Okay. Stand on business. Stand on business, Els. Who you got coming out?
I'm gonna really say I had Denver at the beginning of the season, and I'm gonna stick with Denver just because I had Brooklyn coming out of the East because of KD, and now KD's not there. I'm gonna feel really weird just jumping on Phoenix because that situation just didn't work. I think they're gonna go far. I think they're gonna.
He said I feel kind of bad too.
But I'm gonna just stick with Denver. Fuck it.
Let's roll. And what about the East?
Three-time MVPs out the East, man. Yeah, give me Milwaukee.
Facts. Don't vote against Giannis. He's a dog. Snacks. Stand on fucking business. Who you got? Just say the Heat. Say the Miami Heat, right?
No.
They gonna win a play-in and then win the playoffs, huh?
Who you got coming out of the East and West?
My heart says Phoenix, but I would like to see a really good matchup in the NBA Finals. And I think I don't think it's going to happen. But if Joel Embiid and James Harden can make a crazy run to make it to the finals, that'd be fire against the Denver Nuggets. We can get a Embiid Joker NBA Finals. That'd be busting.
That's what the league should want. That's what shit they need.
That'd be
stupid.
That'd be busting.
Battle of the big guys.
I don't think it's gonna happen though. So give me Suns Milwaukee
Civil War
right now. Because even a KD Giannis little battle would be nice to see too.
You need the revenge.
We've seen it before.
KD
should have won. It better. We're gonna see it even better.
It's gonna be even better. It's gonna be back and it's better.
Both teams got a little upgrades. Well, not.
Well, KD is on a different team.
Giannis gonna be like, man, now they got a super team again to beat me. That's what Giannis.
Who you got, Nick? And we out of here.
I got the 76ers out the West because I'm really going for the Embiid this year.
Yeah, because Philly.
I mean the East, my bad. Remember in the East, my bad.
Philadelphia, California.
Born and raised, I feel you.
And what's Philadelphia? Born and raised.
Facts. And then I got Giannis coming out. I mean, I got Joker coming out the West, so give me the Nuggets as well. I just want to see.
I just want to see my answers, bro.
I had the same thing, bro. That was my answer.
Denver.
I'm talking to Nick because I don't fuck with Nick.
But I mean, as far as like, I just want to see Joker in the ship. I mean, he about to get his third MVP.
Yeah,
it's time to get his shit.
That's really what I want to see.
He deserved.
That's what I need to see. Or I'm talking shit, Devin. If Joker don't make it to the finals this year, I'm talking shit. 3 MVPs and not no fucking
just
finals.
A season play. He's just a season player, bro.
They don't even got the MVP yet. First
of all, bro, he got the MVP.
What's that mean? Even if he get 3 MVP, what's that mean if he ain't got no finals? It's a regular season award. Calm down.
That's what I'm saying.
Show me something in the playoffs.
LeBron won back-to-back MVPs before he went to Miami.
James Harden got
MVP. NBA Finals before
Rusty got an MVP. Oh, now
he got
it's
swept.
Now you got to have a ring. No, see how they move the goalposts. Not first.
Been to the finals.
No. That's not what you said originally. You said win a ring. Now it's
Joker
Joker
gonna be rusty.
All I said
He
Joker,
gonna be another
I need to
Russell
see
Westbrook.
Joker in the NBA finals, where I'm talking shit. That's what I said. I didn't say win the championship. I said make
why?
it.
What is it? Why? So we giving consolation prize? Oh, well, you
Just
made
make
it to
there.
the finals.
I'm not
so
asking
that's
you to
good.
win it.
Like,
Just
shut-
make
like,
it there,
Rusty,
bro.
Rusty
I'm
made it
like-
to the finals.
Just make it there. Just make it there. Dominate your conference.
Why? What does that do for you? What does that do for you if he makes it?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
So
What
we
does that do
got-
for me, bro?
We got a little bit
Makes him the same as
a
Russell
little
Westbrook.
bit, pretty much a month away from the play-in starting, from the playoffs starting. So a lot of predictions have been made. We're gonna stand on business. Stick to the Goal Podcast, episode 21. We out.
Playing 10 toes, I pray I never fold. I'm grinding so hard, you thought I had a clone. I catch a blessing every